We're all in readiness for this I League clash. It's the final league stage game of both these teams. It's going to be Lakecity FC who start the game. Your commentator Shayanto Shengupto, and I hope to be joining with you all in this broadcast. I hope you all have a good time watching this game, as this is the final match day of the group stage. Group A at the Noihati Stadium saw some pulsating encounters, saw some thrilling encounters. Our on-field referee for today, Shantan Agarwal, just taking a look at his watch before he blows the whistle. And away we go here at the Noihati Stadium with that pushback. It's Lakecity FC who cross swords with Sports Odisha in a must-win game for both the teams. Both the teams know the significance. Both the teams know that this game is of prime importance to them. Oh, that's a brain fade moment early on. Now that is something they have to be very careful about. We already saw a goal from Naruhari Shrestha within the first 12 odd seconds. Fastest goal in Indian football in Diamond Harbour's game against Ghaziabad in their opening clash. So these opening goals are always a menace to the opposition team. It just takes a while to get the bearings right. Even though Lakecity FC played the game a couple of nights before. On the other hand, Sports Odisha played their last game 4 nights before. So there's plenty of things that can happen here. On paper, both the sides look solid, both the sides look formidable. You've got Lakecity FC, who are known for their high press. You've got Odisha as well, known for their high press. So two sides who have the tendency of pressing high up front. Coming in comes the diagonal ball, couple of bounces and straight to the hands of the goalkeeper of Sports Odisha. Goalkeeper for today is Sanjay Hembram, who is playing his fourth game today. He had a good game in the previous one against Diamond Harbour. Even though Diamond Harbour took the lead in that game, Kibu Vikuna's side, it was Sports Odisha who staged a comeback, and it was Parao Tudu who was the one who scored the goals, jersey number 9. Parao Tudu had scored a brace in that game. He's a good player to watch out for. Then you've got Raisen Tudu as well, who's a leading goal scorer of Sports Odisha and the Football Association of Odisha. Remember, Sports Odisha were the runners-up in 2023, and Raisen Tudu had 5 goals under his belt in that tournament. So, clash of heavyweights, a clash of two titans. It seems like Denzel Mascarenas has copped a blow towards the back of his head. It's raining here at the Noihati Stadium. Overcast conditions in the North 24 Parganas of West Bengal. Roughly 2.5 hour drive from Kolkata. And this is a pretty good moment to play the game. In comes the long ball. Now from the right. It was Akshay Pashilkar. In comes the cross. But a simple collect from Sanjay Hambram. Oh, he's made a mess of it towards the end. Both Odisha coming on the back of a 2-1 win against Diamond Harbour. Against the run of play, they did score that second goal after that little brain fade moment from the defenders of Diamond Harbour, Oyun Mondol. And then it was Parao Tudu who got the lead in that game. So that was a night to remember for them. And they would be pretty excited. This is a big challenge, not just for Sports Odisha but for Lakecity as well. Both the teams are in a similar position with the same goal difference. So a loss and they would be relegated, not be playing the I League 3 in the next edition. But a win and they would be going to the next round. Of course, qualification to I League 2 is a long, tiring process. We're going to play the first round, then go towards the second, where there are a total of 10 teams divided into two groups of 5 each, where there'll be a single leg matches played at the neutral venue. Over here, obviously, Diamond Harbour, who play their game in the afternoon today against Satirur. They are the home side. Here's Prashanto Srihari of Sports Odisha. So you got two sides who are coming on the back of contrasting fortunes up against the same side. You've got Lakecity FC who faced Diamond Harbour just in the game back. In comes that delivery, but just a little too far fetched, just a little too heavy for Parautudu to get in front of that. So, like I was mentioning, that it's contrasting fortunes for Lakecity FC and, of course, Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha always would be quite confident, sparkling with a lot of rhythm, and that's a misdirected pass. They have to do much better than that. In comes that little through ball, in comes that shot, but lacking power. And Hitendra Singh can heave a sigh of relief there. Raisen Tudu, it's a sloppy bit of defensive work. Four changes in the back line today. Just a while back, they lost our possession there. The men in white looking like a completely different unit, a refurbished unit in terms of their personnel. And look at Sports Odisha, that is poor work in the defensive midfield region. A couple of times on the bounce, they've lost out possession, and pressure is on Lake City FC. Sports Odisha are not pushovers, they're not a side that can be pushed to the wall, can be taken advantage of. They're quite a dominant side, and we saw that in the previous game. We saw that in the campaign as well. Now in comes the chip in, but this time around a good clearance, and then cleared away on the lines from Prem Piyush Bagh. Sheikh Alam and then Prem Piyush just clearing it away. Early moments in the game, it's early times, but the defensive prowess is what is going to separate the two sides. Men in white were the champions of the Bhopal Football League, which takes place in Madhya Pradesh. Lake City are the champions of the Madhya Pradesh Premier League, also the champions in 2022 2023. They're a interesting team to watch out for. Here's an attack coming in from the right. Chong Loi headed away. It's not meaning any sort of a danger there, Prashanto Srihari on that occasion. Just taking a look here at the ref, asking him whether it's a throw in or a corner. And here's the first set piece. It'll be taken by Akshay. Plenty of white shirts to target inside the 18-yard box. Here's Akshay Pashilkar. In comes the cross towards the far post. But just not finding any white shirt towards the end of that. Cleared away. On the men in red. A little bit of an awkward bounce there. Here's Ashish Lalge. Gives it to Akshay. Akshay from the right. Couldn't get past his marker in a good and effective manner on that occasion. Back in possession with Lake City. And it's Rohit Singh, another new addition. I was just having a chat with their coach Mangesh Desai, and he said that he just wants fresh legs. That is why there are so many changes, because there are close to 7 to 8 changes in the side of Lake City FC, as opposed to Odisha, who just had one change, more or less kept the same side. They're coming out all guns blazing. But at this time, when you need so many, when you desperately need a win, so many changes is a bit questionable. Yes, from the right. Ashish Lalge gives it to Rohit Singh. In comes the cross towards the far post. Once again, a little heavy touch. Just crossing the far post. This time around, stopped well on the tracks by Sports Odisha. Here's Richard Singh, another new addition to the side of Lake City. Side to drizzle here at the Noihati Stadium, but not something that will stop the play. Now from the edge of the box. Tight angle. Cleared away on that occasion by Rakesh Odam. Tries to spray that long ball towards Rice and Tudu. Just could not get towards the end of that. Rice and Tudu on that occasion. Now the men in red. Just a couple of short, intricate passes to keep the ball in possession. In comes the long ball. Rohit Singh in the right place in the right time, but up against Parao Tudu. That's a poor way to give away possession to the men in red. Should have somehow got past him. Is it going to be a throw in or a corner? We'll shortly get to know. 10 minutes up on the clock. Seen Sports Odisha flexing their dominant muscles in the game. They're looking like a very dominant outfit. It's going to be Raja Horijon. Whenever he's taking that throw in, he'll remember that anecdote where he took that foul throw and then eventually that was deemed an illegal goal. Then came back. Whose resilience? In comes that throw in. Cleared away on the lines, but not a good clearance. Intercepted. This tussle for possession. Possession constantly shifting between the two sides. Here's Odam. So, now the build-up coming in from the right. It's a misdirected long ball and straight towards the hands of Hitendra Singh on that occasion. Hitendra Singh gives it towards the men in whites. They're looking pretty solid at the moment. Abdul Mubarak, Karan Wagmare, constant pressing from Sports Odisha. Is trying to get into skin into the heads of the opposition team. Becomes quite an exciting game just for the ones who just joined in at the moment. This game is very important and comes that little chip shot. Here's Denzel Mascarenas from a tight angle. Eventually fails to keep possession. Started to rain a tad bit heavy here at the Noihati Stadium. Sanjay Hembram has to clear the ball away from their mouth of danger. Both the sides last faced Kibu Vikuna's Diamond Harbour. Albeit contrasting fortunes. On one end, Sports Odisha had a 2-1 victory 4 nights before. And a couple of days back, we had the men in white Lakecity all the way from Madhya Pradesh. They had a 0 blank when Naruhari Shrestha, Amar Adam and Jobby Justin scored the goals for Diamond Harbour. Diamond Harbour presently also at the top of the CFL points table, and at the start of the tournament we knew that they would be a dominant force to reckon with. Seems to have just caught himself a little bit of an injury on that occasion there. Seems to be in a lot of pain. I think just waiting for the physio to come in. In comes the physio of Lakecity, Rupesh Gurjar. Tried to rain here heavily at the Noihati Stadium. The two coaches would be knowing the importance of this match. They know that all they need is a win and nothing else. In comes that throw in for Robin Singh. So this is a virtual knockout for both the sides. A loss and they will be sent home packing. In comes that shot from close range, from the edge of the box, from Denzel Mascarenas. Straight towards the hands of Sanjay Hembram. Poor way to give away possession once again there. This time it was the captain Prashant Srihari. Had a misdirected pass. Was back in possession with Lakecity. Sports Odisha in the previous season of I League, they had finished in the second position of Group B. Yes, Parao Tudu with that incoming attack, but fizzles out quite quickly. Parao Tudu scored a brace in the previous game, and he's borne fruit with the constant presses. He's got the results from constant presses, and he's always been that sort of a character. He's always been that sort of a character, brims with resilience, brims with excellence. Here's Rohit. Now that's good combination play from the right. Akshay with that grounder near the edge here, setting it up. Now a chance from close range. The last, and that's a goal. From this angle, it wasn't sure, but eventually it's Lakecity FC against the run-up play, and look at that celebration. A brilliant goal, and it's Lakecity who have the noses ahead. It's Abdul Mubarak who gets the first goal, who gets his team ahead. Once again, we'll see the replay, how things panned out. Took the shot, and then off a deflection of a defender, slight deflection from Rakesh Oram, and then that little jump, then that wonderful celebration that goes on to show how much this means. Abdul Mubarak coming into the side in this game, replacing his captain Altamar Sayed. Always big shoes to fill in, but he showed exactly why the coach has reposed faith in him as Lakecity FC get the goal. But now you can expect Sports Odisha to come out all guns blazing. Of course, they need to also maintain their defensive department. They need to make sure that the defensive troops are aligned in a compact manner, because Lakecity FC would also come out with a lot of renewed passion and energy. Here's the men in white. It's a diagonal pass towards the right. Here's Akshay Pashilkar. Decides to give it behind. Here's Rohit with that incoming whipped in cross. Once again, a poor little clearance from Odisha. The goal scorer, Sports Odisha, Mubarak Khan. But here is a solid opportunity for them to break past the shackles of mediocrity and do something good. Sports Odisha will have to make sure that the defensive department is tight, because despite having possession, despite having a good couple of attacks, they were not able to clear the ball on the lines, and that in comes the set piece, in comes Raja Horijon, but a wayward shot. That means that the possession will shift. In comes the build-up from the men in red. Short pass towards front bar, now from the right. Build-up coming in from the right now. In comes the cross, headed away beautifully. Brilliant header clearance on that occasion. Seen time and again that Lakecity FC have reaped benefits from their pressing. There have been some high presses that has often resulted in them getting an advantage in the game against Ghaziabad City FC as well. Like I mentioned, it was because of the high press that they scored a lot of goals. 3-1 victory in favor of Lake City FC, where Chong Loi, Amay Bhatkal, and of course Denzel Mascarenas had found their names on the goal scoring sheet. But here's Sports Odisha coming out in numbers. Here are the red shirts, finding another one towards the back. Denzel Mascarenas down the right flank has been a key figure for Lake City. He had that goal against Ghaziabad. But of course, then they suffered a defeat, a 0-3 defeat against Diamond Harbour. Diamond Harbour didn't feature Girik Khosla in the starting lineup. Featured Shuprio Pandit down the left flank. Had MR Adam come into the side as well. Sports Odisha. There's been a couple of changes. Indra Odam goes off. And in match 4, there is the 1-1 draw which they had against Parao, against Ghaziabad. That was the entire game where their entire momentum changed. I feel that was the reason why Sports Odisha are still alive in the tournament. Here's the quick throw in. Here's Rohit. Denzel Mascarenas from the right has to beat Alam. In comes the grounder, but fails to find a white shirt and cleared away on the lines by the men in red immediately. A good bit of work on that occasion, making sure that the ball is out of danger zone from their defensive third. 22 minutes up on the clock, and the scoreline presently 1-0 in favor of Lake City FC, courtesy the goal from Mubarak Khan. I think there's going to be a substitution. You can see one of the players just getting warmed up, of course. I can see Abhinash Muduli warming up, and Muduli gets a little bit of a game time early on in the game, and Prem Piyush Bagh goes off. So an early substitution. Got sure if it's post one. But Abhinash, it's a big moment for him. But here's Akshay Pashilkar. He's looking for that second. Lake City FC looking to double their lead in this game. In comes the shot. Not on target. It was Rohit on that occasion. Took that shot. Ball wasn't on target. Here's Sheikh Alam. This again goes behind towards Sanjay Hembram. Now the men in red with the build-up. And a yellow card has been flashed early on for that violent tackle. Abhinash Kishan seems to be in a little bit of a pain. And a booking early on for Lake City FC as we near towards the first half. Of course, Lake City FC's jersey number 6 gets that card. Karan Wagmare is the one who's been brandished that yellow card. The only goal in the game coming in from Abdul Mubarak. Plenty of chatter coming from the wings. Plenty of chatter. Now here's Rohit looking for space to launch that ball. Gives that gentle push forward. Now comes a couple of passes and the build up. Now down the right. Here's Akshay with that cross. Finds a white shirt. But the first touch was a tad bit heavy. Hence they couldn't really get enough from that one. This time it's Ashish Lalge who seems to be in a little bit of a pain. Here's the drop, and here's Rakesh Shoram. Now the build up coming in from the back line for Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha presently in the 4th position in the points table, just below Lakecity FC. But they have the same goal difference and they have the same points as the men in white. And as things stands, a win would take them to the next round of I-League 3. A loss would send them to the airport, Netaji Subhash Chandra International Airport. That's going to be their destination if they lose this. So this is a virtual knockout. And they lose our possession with their incoming threat there. Here's the build-up. Looking solid then and just brought down, and immediately in the line of sight of the referee, and booking again. The second booking for Lakecity, and this time around it is Rohit. It was a good mazy run and then a violent push. Sure, that was not intentional, but it's Rohit Singh who finds his name on the bookings list. Now both the players have to be a little careful. They have to be careful. Both Karan Wagmare and Rohit Singh have to be careful that they do not get another booking. Raja Horijon just getting a little bit of an ice pack. Ball might fizz off the surface a tad bit, even though it's not a lot of rain, even though it's not torrential rainfall. 28 minutes up on the clock, and we've not seen a lot of opportunities, just a couple of them. And it's Lakecity FC pounced on that opportunity, grabbed it with both hands, just made sure that they get that first goal. Lakecity FC have made a lot of changes. This was that goal off a little bit of a deflection, but that from that distance it always would have gone into the goal. Mubarak Khan, then that little deflection from Rakesh Shoram, but what matters is that it went behind. It was a goal for the men in white. Sports Odisha under the pump as they reach the half-hour mark. We've got 15 odd minutes of regulation time in the first half to try and spring up a surprise, to try and stage a comeback. And all eyes would be on this game at the Noihati Stadium. Remember, a lot of other I-League 3 matches going on as well. All of them are live on the Indian YouTube channel, Indian Football YouTube channel. You've got Garhwal Heroes FC versus Kerala United. You've got Corbett FC and CVM FC going on as well. So plenty of eyeballs on Indian football. Here's Prashantu Srihari. In comes the cross. Headed away by Lakecity. Now near the midfield, in comes the build-up. Gives that gentle push behind. Now from the right. Just a touch behind. They're looking for a few options. In comes that long ball, sprayed accurately towards the right. Facing a one-on-one duel, SK Farid and Richard Singh. Richard Singh, the left back, he's looking solid in this game. Just made sure that SK Farid does not get enough purchase from that incoming ball. But here's Rohit Singh. Ball goes outside the sideline immediately. For out to do, noticed and sent the message towards the referee. Here's to do. And that's a misdirected pass. Not being able to judge that properly there, Raja Horijon. That pass, of course, from Abhinash Muduli. Here's the man in red. Here's Abhinash again, just replaced Prem Piyush a while back in this match. Tried to intercept the ball there. Here's the man in red once again in action. Atharva Cherki. Atharva Cherki pushes the ball away from their defensive third. Again, similar story. A long ball coming in, not finding a white shirt at the back of it. Here's Sanjay Hembram. It's a virtual knockout, a virtual quarterfinal for both the sides. And at the moment, it is the men in white who have their noses ahead, who would be quite confident. Getting another insurance goal and being in the driver's seat of the match. And as the defenders and the attackers engage in a tango of wills, in a dance of strategy and desire at the Noihati Stadium, it's an amalgamation of your skills, your strategy, and your mindset. Like they say, mindset plays a huge role in football, and the resilience factor would be quite crucial in this match here at the Noihati Stadium. Resilience factor for Sports Odisha, how they stage a comeback. In comes that ball, and it's again a good bit of defending there from the men in white. Here's Muduli. Comes the throw. Prashantu Srihari. Here's Horijon to Muduli. Here's Tudu. The combination play lacking a tad bit of fluidity. There's Rohit Singh's brilliant defending down the right flank. Right back flexing his muscles towards domination. Was of course Denzel Mascarenas. Now as Muduli gives it behind, Sheikh Alam back in possession with Hembram. Now Sheikh Alam again. Here's Tudu. Now it's Raja Horijon. Towards the right, Rakesh Oram. Back to Oram now. Both the sides have played 3 games. They've tasted 1 loss, tasted 1 draw and 1 win. That's a good long ball in. Lakecity had a 1-1 draw with St. Tirur in their opening clash, followed by a 3-1 victory against Ghaziabad, and then most recently, just a couple of nights back on 9th September, it was a 0-3 loss, 0-3 blanking at the hands of the hosts Diamond Harbour. Sports Odisha lost their first game to St. Tirur 0-2. Then that 1-1 inspirational draw against Ghaziabad, followed by the 2-1 victory against Diamond Harbour. A result that shocked a lot of people, a result that wasn't expected, but that's the beauty of football. It's anyone's game on that given day. Here's intercepted. In comes the counter attack. A little bit of a misdirected pass from Chongloi, and Sheikh Alam gives it towards the right flank. Here's Raisen Tudu. I didn't see much of him in this tournament. Now intercepted down the left. Here's Mubarak Khan, the goal scorer. Denzel Mascarenas, but intercepted by Rakesh Oram quite comfortably. Oh, that's a brilliant ball in. But just finding the white shirt and not the red shirt. Less than 10 minutes of regulation time remaining. And at the time it's 1-0. Scales have tilted in favour. And the men in white, Lakecity, all the way from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. The defensive troops have done well so far. Oh, that's a good bit of work there from Raja Horijon. This time a simple collect from the goalkeeper. He's wearing the captain's armband. Syed Altamash is not on the side, and so is not Rahul Das. Usually the two who wear the captain's armband when Altamash Syed gets replaced. He gives the captain's armband to Rahul Das for Lakecity. This time around it's their goalkeeper Hitendra Singh who is wearing the captain's armband. Now the men in red again. From the right. One of the key reasons why Sports Odisha have done well is because they've come back like a different unit towards the second half. We saw that in the game against Diamond Harbour. They look like a completely different unit. So despite having that 1-0 lead, Lakecity FC, the fans should not be perplexed. The fans should not be worried because there's plenty of footballing action still remaining. Here's the diagonal cross flank shot, intercepted by white shirts. Here's Raisen Tudu. Here's Sheikh Alam. They're utilizing the flanks there really well, the men in red. They're facing stiff resistance from the wing backs. Here's Tudu. And that's a pass that's not executed well. Denzel Mascarenas scored a goal in the tournament. That's another pass that was not executed quite well. From Lakecity FC's Akshay Pashilkar. Now is Rohit. Gives it towards the right. Here's Rohit once again with that incoming cross towards the far post. And only Mubarak Khan was just a few feet in front towards the far post. Would have been that second, because that was a lovely ball in from Akshay. Just lacking that white shirt towards the far post. So it's game on with 5 odd minutes remaining in the regulation time of this match. So there's persistent rain, but it's not torrential rainfall. It's drizzling, but it's drizzling constantly. It tried for the long range from a distance, would have been the goal of the year had it been on target and had it kissed the back of the net there. Wesley pace. Yes, Sanjay Hembra. So they're not focusing on long balls here as much as they did in a couple of other matches. They're focusing on possession-based football with building it up, but they're facing resistance in the midfield. So to clear that midfield traffic, they've got to do something. Here's Mubarak Khan. Here's Akshay. Now Rohit is the overlapping side back. Not on target. The shot less than 5 minutes remaining of regulation time. Sports Odisha somehow need to stage a comeback. Then the entire pep time talk in the dressing room completely changes. They would be looking quite confident if they head into the half with a goal, if they equalize. There's plenty stuff that can happen. That's good bit of work from Raisen Tudu, who's moving forward. In comes that ball towards the left. That's a pass that was not directed well. Maduli has come in place of Prem Piyush just a while back. It's an early substitution for Sports Odisha. It's been a couple of cards already in the game, so it's been a hot contest here at Noihati. What I'm fearing is that it's going to get very, very humid. It's going to get very humid towards 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and when the second game starts. And if it doesn't rain towards that time, it's going to be extremely hard for Diamond Harbour and Sattirur players to play in the searing heat of West Bengal, of North 24 Parganas. And as things stand, Diamond Harbour, second position, Sattirur, first position, Sattirur have already progressed to the next round. And it's this game that matters a lot. It's this game that might as well determine whether Diamond Harbour go or whether each of these teams go. Of course, they have to depend on the result of that game. They would be hoping and praying that if they get a win in this, then Diamond Harbour lose their next. So there's going to be a lot of viewership in that second match. A lot of teams watching the games with bated breath. Here's now the grounder. There's plenty of space down the left. That's a good through ball. There's a lot of space there. First touch not that quite heavy. Second touch quite optimistic. We're heading into the injury time of this match. Rohit Singh. This is, of course, the second edition of I-League 3. It happened for the first time in 2023, and now this is the second time it's happening. It's an addition to the pyramid in Indian football. It's the state leagues, then I League 3, then I League 2, then I League, and then, of course, the top tier football league, the Indian Super League. Here's the men in red coming out in numbers. And 3 minutes of added time. 3 more minutes of action. 3 more minutes where Odisha get a chance to equalize and Lakecity get a chance to double up their lead. Here's Sheikh Alam finding those red shirts. Decides to give it forward. Good control from Tudu. At the edge of the 18 box is where the drama is happening now. Cleared away, but still intercepted by Mubarak, and now Mubarak on the move. Brought down. Possession in favor of Lakecity as we enter into the final couple of minutes of this half. He's just has a little bit of a hamstring pull. In a do or die clash, everybody needs to be fit. That is exactly what this man on your screen, the coach of Sports Odisha, would know. Jaspal Urma. And on the other hand, Mangesh Desai. He's not quite happy. He's not quite contented. He knows that maybe a goal or two more, that is when then he can heave a sigh of relief. It's a little bit of an ice pack. Yes, pace. Chonglui. Snatched away possession and they're moving forward. Here's Raisen Tudu. Has to take that shot. And he missed a golden opportunity there. He faced resistance. It's not that easy how it looks from here. Faced a lot of resistance from behind. From close range. Could not put that goal behind, and that's a card that has been flashed to Sheikh Alam. First one for Sports Odisha, but what a chance that Raisen Tudu received. Could have had his first goal of the tournament, but not for the time being. Sports Odisha have been flashed a yellow card, and it's set piece from a dangerous position. There's Akshay Pashilkar who's going to be behind the ball. And with that, we come to the end of the first half here at the Noihati Stadium. It's Lakecity FC 1, Sports Odisha 0, courtesy of that goal from Abdul Mubarak Khan. That's the scoreline at the moment. Lakecity FC 1, Sports Odisha 0. Raisen Tudu just a while back received a golden opportunity to score a goal. You can see there's a tad bit of chagrin on the faces of Sports Odisha. Possession being dominated by the side from the eastern part of India. Total of 6 shots in the game. Lakecity getting those 4 shots, 4 saves, and a total of 12 fouls in the game, of which 7 came from Lakecity. Total of three cars, of which a couple for Lakecity and Sheikh Kalam getting that yellow card towards the end. So we'll take a look at the highlights. There was constant pressing from both the sides towards the early on in the game. This one around lacking a little bit of power there from Tudu. It was a quick turn and that shot that came, and this was the goal that had a little bit of a deflection from Rakesh Oram, but full marks to Mubarak Khan for the presence of mind. Look at that celebration. Look at what this goal means to him. Rohit Singh had an opportunity, but didn't quite have it towards the goal. Just about a few minutes before we wrapped for the first half, it was Raisinto to this one, where he had a solid opportunity, but he, of course, faced stiff resistance from Atharva Charki from behind. So that's the news after the first half. We'll be joining you shortly. Lake City FC 1, Sports Odisha 0. And of course, we are back in action from the Noihati Stadium of the final match day of the ongoing I League 3. One end, you've got Lakecity FC, you've got the lead. On the other end, you've got Sports Odisha. We have to make a comeback. We have to do something better here. We might expect a few changes from both the sides. We'll shortly understand what are the changes. Here's the men in red and the men in white in all their pride and glory. They know the importance of this game. They know that they have this game which can make or break their campaign. A win in this game and they'll qualify to the next round. A loss, they'll have to head back home. And off we go here at the Noihati Stadium for another exciting and grueling 45 minutes where the men in red have to not only defend their fortress but get a goal to equalize and also score another because a draw. And that's a misdirected pass here. Mubarak Khan gives that pass. Now a chance for Lakecity, creates space, and that's the shot. What a goal there. Amay Bhatkal, you beauty. What brilliant fluidity. Just 30 seconds post the second half. We've got a goal here. And it's none other than Amay Bhatkal who finds his name in the goal scoring sheet. Brilliant one, Mubarak Khan. And then creating space. He was unmarked inside. He's done so well there. Brilliant work. And the defenders of Sports Odisha caught napping inside the box. Amay Bhatkal will be pretty happy with the way things have panned out so far. He scores his third goal of the tournament there, Amay Bhatkal. And Lakecity FC in the driver's seat of the game now. This is what happens right after the break when you get a goal. There's usually a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum that gets infused. This was that first goal from Mubarak Khan. Got a little bit of an obstruction while it went inside. But nevertheless, full marks. They'll all get full 3 points if they win. This again, didn't try to score it with the first touch. Decided to first build it up, have space, have a better vision, and Amay Bhatkal gets his third goal of I League 3. So Sports Odisha presently down and out and under the pump. Here comes that long ball from the defensive third. Now back with the men in white. Oh, that's a good ball forward. And gets past his marker. In comes the cross. No one at the far end. And a simple clearance for Sports Odisha there. Good passage of play there. Denzel Mascarenas. And then Rakesh Oram simply clearing it away. But here's Mubarak Khan. Will be taking that set piece. He had scored that first goal for Lakecity FC. But is this going to be the third game? I think The goal from Amay Bhatkal has just opened the floodgates. We'll see how things pan out. In comes the cross, but a simple regulation catch from the goalkeeper. There's SK Farid. Now towards the left. They're coming in numbers here. Odisha. They're not being able to breach past the defensive troops of the men in white. Here's Sheikh Alam now. Stopped on the tracks. Here's from the left now. In comes the cross. And a simple collect on that occasion. Hit away by Sanjay Hembram. 50 minutes up on the clock here. Here's Akshay Pashilkar. Now, with the throw, back in possession with the men in white. Now the men in red. This game is quite an interesting one, quite an exciting one, and you remember that you will have to win this game to get those 3 points. And if you get those 3 points, you progress to the next round. In comes that cross towards the far post. No white shirt. The ball goes outside. Here's the pass now towards the edge of the box. A chance here, wriggling for space and cleared away on the tracks by the men in red once again. That's fantastic bit of defending. It's making sure that they don't concede another. Once again, it's back towards the defensive third of the men in white. Here's the build-up coming in. Now it's Richard. Back with the white shirts. Thing is that going to be a card? SK Farid, Richard, all of them having a chat. At the moment, Lakecity FC right in pole position in this game. We'll take a look at how things panned out over there. It was just brought down there on that occasion. Proud to do. Once again, if you see how things panned out there, Hitendra Singh in conversation, and it seems like it's going to be a spot kick. And it is a chance for Sports Odisha to stage the comeback. It's the first spot kick in I League 3 in Group A. I think it's be Sheikh Alam who'll take it. They're all still having a conversation with him, with the referee. And definitely wasn't intentional, but they still have that insurance goal. They still have a chance. Here's Sheikh Alam. Chance to score from the spot for Sheikh Alam. Here's Sheikh Alam. Locking horns with Hitendra Singh. And which way does he employ in this penalty? It is towards the left. It is that goal. And it is that brilliant celebration as well, reminding you of Lord Ram from Ramayana. And it's Sheikh Alam who gets that goal. Brilliant way to stage a comeback. Once again, if you see the replay of how things panned out, sending the goalkeeper in the same direction, but getting the better of him. Stop stuff at the moment here. Sheikh Alam gets his name on the goal scoring sheet. And the chance for Odisha to stage a comeback. And now they would believe. They would come out all guns blazing. They would believe that they still can stage a comeback. Seven minutes up on the clock. Now what are they going to do here? How are they going to stage a comeback? Odisha would believe that they still can get another goal. It's asking his team players push behind. Here's from the right now. Here's SK Farid. He's looking for a couple of options there. Gives that forward pass. Just not being able to get enough on it. But still, the ball is in action from the right flank. It's coming forward. It's brought down by Mubarak Khan, who intercepts the ball. Does really well. Cleared away on the tracks. Now a quick throw in. This time around, back towards men in red, and they cleared it away. It's a dangerous place to get the possession as they reach the half-hour mark. There's Ayush Kumar. It's going to be that quick throw in from Ayush Kumar. Now can they put the ball towards their white shirts? In comes that ball, but cleared away on the tracks from the men in red. Ball still in action. Here's Ayush. Now from the right, near the edge of the box, in comes the cross. Hits the side netting. In comes the shot, collected well. Now back in possession with Lakecity FC. Atharva Charki with crossed the hour mark. There's still plenty of action to follow here. It's 2-1 in favor of Lakecity. Sports Odisha pulling that goal back via the penalty from Sheikh Alam. Here's Nirmal. Comes that throw in. I think there'll be a couple of substitutions coming in from Odisha as they push extremely hard to get that equalizer. But remember that a draw would not help. They need a couple of goals. At the moment, Lakecity FC would be quite confident. They would, of course, then they'll have to hope that Diamond Harbour lose their next. In comes that throw in. Here's from a distance. Back in possession with the men in red. Like I was mentioning that as things stand in a Group A, It's presently Sat Tirur who are right at the top of the points table. They've already qualified with 7 points under their belt. Even if they lose the second, if they lose the game against Diamond Harbour, it should be a comfortable victory for them because they have a better goal difference than Lakecity and Sports Odisha. But you never know. They might as well lose by a big margin against Diamond Harbour. Diamond Harbour were extremely unlucky to have missed out on a playoff berth in the previous edition of the I League, as Class IFC had that gigantic victory in their last match day. Here's the counter attack. They're coming in numbers here. Gives that push. Now Denzel Mascarena's first touch a little heavy. Then stopped on the tracks by Sheikh Alam. Possession in favor of the men in red. They're not wasting any time. Now that's a quick substitution. Jagannath Tudu comes in. And off goes Raja Horizon. Now a chance for Jagannath Tudu. Gets a little bit of game time. Here's from the right. Here's Jagannath Tudu. Jagannath Tudu has space. Now that's a misdirected pass back in possession with the men in white. They're coming in numbers. Just a couple of passes now. Moving forward. He's got a lot of space. There's a quick turn. Here's Mubarak Khan. There is Ayush Kumar towards the left, but Mubarak Khan gets that touch from Jagannath Tudu, but back to Ayush Kumar, creates that layoff for Khan. In comes the ground. It'll come in a while. But here's Ayush Kumar. 1 versus 3. Now the cross. But that's a good collect. Brilliant goalkeeping from the guardian of the dreams of Sports Odisha.
करण के साथ खेल करण के साथ नहीं अमय नहीं अमय अमय नो नो अमय
Now from the right.
कहू जना फेकवा से तू रेडी रहू त एबे जा एबे जा एबे जा एबे जा बे अलार्म लंबा छी जा अलार्म
67 minutes up on the clock and the scoreline 2-1 in favor of the side from Madhya Pradesh. They're doing well. They're stamping their authority in this match. Here is Lakecity. City quite confident that they can pull off a good victory here. And they would be hoping with all their breath that Diamond Harbour don't secure a draw or a win against Satirud in the next. Ayush Kumar. Yes, Ayush Kumar wriggling for space. Launches the ball towards a different planet altogether. But like I was mentioning, for Sports Odisha to come back, they need a victory. They need a victory here. Margin would not come into the picture, because if Diamond Harbour wins the next, then it's doomsday for both Lake City and Sports Odisha. But if Sat Tirur wins it and Diamond Harbour lose, then the winner of this game will be qualifying to the next round. Remember, the top two from each group qualify to the next round of I League 3. Here's Jagannath Tudu from the right. And Jagannath Tudu, in fact, was just a little behind. And that's a quick substitution. A couple of substitutions. You see, Denzel Mascarenas will have to go off as well. And the two teams who are coming in, and the two players who are coming in, Akash Rai and Afan Khan. And off goes Denzel Mascarenas and Wesley Pace. So the manager, Mangesh Desai, is wanting some fresh legs to come into the picture, wanting some new faces, some fresh legs as they approach the last 20 odd minutes of regulation time. Into the final 20 odd minutes of this match, and a pretty good opportunity for them to somehow stage a comeback here. Here's Sheikh Alam. Now SK Farid. In comes that cross, but a simple collect by Hitendra Singh. Now the build-up coming in from the right. Oh, that's good control. A quick turn. And once again, intercepted, and intercepted well. And a free kick, and a chance for them to score their third goal, double up the lead. See how things pan out. In comes the ball. Here's a chance from close range. Stopped on his tracks by the goalkeeper. Done extremely well there. Once again, you see the incoming ball there. Ayush Kumar. Brilliant work going on. 72 minutes up on the clock. They're in pole position in Lakecity FC. In comes that ball forward. Here's Beshra. Now the build up. Prashantu Srihari. Now the men in white, they're moving forward. In comes that brilliant ball. Amay Bhatkal, he's onside. Chance for him and just loses out control, and that's such a golden opportunity. He just let go. He scored that second goal, but now he needed to pull that trigger a while back. Messed it up on that occasion there. Boy, oh boy. What a golden opportunity that's gone down the drain. Sports Odisha have done well. 15 odd minutes remaining of regulation time now. Here's Amay Bhatkal. Gives that ball forward. Looks solid near the edge of the box. In comes that shot. And off the woodwork. And that is the third goal that comes in out of nowhere. It is Afan Khan who's come off the bench and he's done well. Third goal, and it looks extremely tough for Odisha to stage a comeback from here. From a distance, not a lot of power. That's poor defending. Should have really cleared the lines there. Abhinash Muduli. That's a quick drinks break. 15 odd minutes remaining.
Players, not all of you. आप बैठ जाओ. तेरा नंबर ना 13. Okay, boys, ready?
Once again, if you see this goals that happened, these are the goals that took place in this match. Amay Bhatkal with that second. They missed a sitter of an opportunity just a while back. This one, of course, pushed towards the right of the goalkeeper, crashed the back of the net, and got that deserved goal that he needed. This was, of course, just before the drinks break. Afan Khan scoring that goal. This is top stuff which is going on at the Noihati Stadium. He came that ball forward. I think a card will be flashed there, or is it not?
Contact to off.
Just having a quick chat with the on-field players there. He's asking them to go behind. "77 minutes up on the clock. At the moment, it is 3-1 in favor of Lakecity. That's a free kick from a dangerous position. Now, it's Prashanto Srihari as well. So this looks like a solid opportunity for Odisha to pull one goal back and somehow believe that they somehow can stage a comeback here. Here. In comes that ball. A full outstretch towards his left. Once again, if you see the replay, It's a good attempt, but just off target. Here's Jagannath Tudu near the edge.
हाँ जी हाँ जी
Here's the men in white. Now they're moving forward.
Good run, Afan. Good run. I say. Wow. Go, Afan again. Second run, Afan. Second run.
Now the build up coming from the left flank. Here's Ayush Kumar. Here's Ayush Kumar now down the left. Just a couple of passes, and that's a misdirected one. Here's Tudu again.
भाई आराम से 16 easy
Gives it behind towards the goalkeeper. Stopped on the track from the right flank now. They need a few options. They lose out possession. Here's Altamesh Syed, who's the captain in all the three of the previous matches. Now he'll be coming inside the squad. Inside, he's going to replace jersey number 97 of Lakecity, Amay Bhatkal. Amay Bhatkal has scored a goal, missed a sitter of an opportunity. Not sure. I'm not quite sure he would be happy that he's been taken off with 10 odd minutes remaining of regulation time. But here's Ayush Kumar. And just a chance for them to take a little breather. Haven't really gotten a lot of breather here, both the sides. Here's the captain, Prashanto Srihari, who I think might just be going off.
yes yes start captain tell me when you're okay ठीक हो गया तो बताना
Now is the build up. Here's the men in white now. As that long ball intercepted by the men in red. Few more minutes of regulation time remaining. The men in red here. Here's Dhaneshwar Bishra. Here's Jagannath Tudu from the right flank. And that's a misdirected pass. Here's the men in white now. Coming out all guns blazing. That's Ashish Lalke. A quick turn. And a pass to Ayush Kumar, who has a lot of space. In comes the ball. Just not being able to keep control on that occasion. Ashish Lalge. Just a while back, we saw the goal coming in from Afan Khan. Just a few more minutes of regulation time remaining in this match. Now towards the left. Here comes the build-up. Here's SK Farid. Here's Nirmal Oram. Just being brought down on that occasion. And another substitution that we can see in comes D. Sanjay. And off goes the captain of Odisha, Prashanto Srihari. And only a miracle and only a lot of effort can make Odisha come back into the game. They need to do a lot. They need to do it now. In comes the ball, and that's good save. Brilliant save by Hitendra Singh. Once again, you see that incoming set piece. It was a good one, targeted towards the goal. But Hitendra Singh acting like the perfect wall in front of the goal, guardian of the dreams. In comes the ball, parried away by the goalkeeper. Final few attempts coming in. Here's Jagannath Tudu looking for space, took the cross off the rebound. Here's Hitendra Singh now. Now from the left, in comes the build-up. Here's the quick turn. In comes the cross. A good collect on that occasion. They push the ball away from their defensive third. It's a good ball forward and cleared away on the lines again. So this is a topsy-turvy game that is going on. A constant exchange of possession. Constant tussle for possession there. Now from the right, from the edge here, he's got space. That is a quick turn and intercepted. And intercepted well. Now they're looking for a few options. Here's SK Farid. There's a few options up front. Has a few options up front. Of course, less than 5 minutes remaining of regulation time in this game. Now the build-up coming in. In comes the ball. A simple collect by the goalkeeper. 87 minutes up on the clock. Altama Sayyed, it was a while back, who was in the mix. Now Sports Odisha, building it up from behind. We're stepping into the injury time, and it seems like it's Lakecity FC would be going to. Here's a chance from the men in white. Close range. In comes the shot from Syed, but just sails over the crossbar. So there's plenty of action that's happening here at the Noihati Stadium. It all looks super exciting. It's all boiling down to these final few minutes. As we're stepping into injury time, stepping into the realms of the final few minutes.
Altamas, drop, Altamas, Altamas. Altamas.
Here's Sheikh Alam. Being brought down, push from behind there. Dhaneshwar Beshra. Now headed away. Had a clearance on that occasion. In Group A, Sat Tirur have already qualified right at the top of the points table. In Group C, it's Chanmari registered 3 wins in 3 games and have qualified. On the hand, Group B, it's Sesa FC struggling, looking to get that point. Now from the right, as Rakesh Oram does well. I think the ball just went outside the sideline there. 5 minutes of added time. I think I can see from the com box here at the Noihati Stadium. It's 5 minutes of added time in this game. They have to give it their all. Here, Sports Odisha, summing up their campaign. They've looked good in bits and pieces. This, of course, flicked wide. Once again, Mubarak Khan getting an opportunity of getting that second goal, but put behind. Good touch there, of course, from Afan Ali. Beg your pardon, Afan Khan. Here's the build-up coming in. Oh, good touch, good control from the left. Here's SK Farid. Ball goes, sails over the crossbar. Final few minutes of this game. Hitendra Singh does well. Now they'll have to hope, pray and watch Diamond Harbour's game. Hope that they somehow stage a comeback in this match. It's a misdirected one again. That's Hitendra Singh. From the right. Comes that diagonal ball in. Good control. In comes that shot from a distance. They cannot be affording to lose any time here. It's about 3 minutes remaining and Odisha have to push the ball away from their defensive third. Seems like it will be Lakecity who walk away. Only a miracle can save them. In comes that long ball. Now from the left, here's Jagannath Tudu. Here's near the edge of the box. A shot comes in. Kisses the side net. And look at the men in white's defenders celebrating. They know that victory is in sight. That was Parao Tudu from a distance. Kissed the side netting. Less than 3 minutes remaining in this game. That's from the left. Now a chance for Altamis Syed. Close, very, very close. Once again, you see a couple of touches and then took the shot, which of course went wide. Now it's Dhaneshwar Beshra. Now the build-up coming in. Gives it towards Shahbaz Alam. Shahbaz Alam, that gentle push forward and cleared away on the lines by Ayush Kumar. Ayush Kumar doing extremely well. Here's Sheikh Alam. Just a 1.5 minute remaining in this quarter. Just tussle for possession down the right flank. In comes the cross. A bit of a mess up, but eventually collected well.
Okay, please sit down, please. Denzel, wear your bib. Wear your bib.
Less than a minute remaining. Lakecity FC have been awarded for their perseverance, have been awarded for their determination that they've displayed. Here's from the edge now, from the right flank. In comes the ball. Collected well and collected swiftly. Pretty good work going on at the moment. Here's the man in red. Now with that one last attempt to get some pride, to get some glory back in their sleeves. It's been a good game of football between the two sides. Lakecity FC, of course, will bag away the honors of this match. It was a constant tussle for possession, constant tussle for supremacy, and in the end, it's going to be the men in white. One last chance for them. Close out on a winning note and hope that Diamond Harbour don't win their game against Sattiru. On the other hand, Diamond Harbour things still in their control. A draw or a win in the next game, in the afternoon match, and they'd progress to the next round. But a loss in that would mean that they are knocked out of the tournament. So the next game becomes very important for Kibo Vikuna and co. In comes that ball and done well. And that should be it. With that, it's the final whistle.
Already
It is Lake City FC who've done what they can. What is in their hands? Sports Odisha, much to their chagrin, much to their disappointment, they've been knocked out of the tournament, and it's been a tale of missed fortunes for them. It's been a tale of missed chances. But this is how things stand here at the Noihati Stadium. It's 3-1 in favor. We'll take a look at the match statistics. 51% in favor of Lake City FC. Total of 18 shots, of which 11 were from Lake City and 7 were from Odisha. The other hand, a total of 9 shots, 5 of them from Lake City and 4 of them from Sports Odisha. Total of 3 yellow cards, 2 of them from Lake City and 1 of them from Sports Odisha. So that is the highlight package that you can see. Plenty of chances both the teams received. This was early on. Rakesh Tudu got an opportunity. This was a quick turn and a chance, and this was the first goal that came from Mubarak Khan, of course, after a little deflection from Rakesh, the right back. And look at that celebration, that flip. It's from a distance, tried taking that shot, but plenty of chances received. Sports Odisha not being able to get enough on that one. This was fired towards the second post. This was Raisen Tudu. Should have taken that shot there. Then, of course, this was a perfect goal by Amay Bhatkal. Much disappointed he would be that he didn't play the entire game and he was taken off shortly after this goal. He missed an opportunity though. Simple opportunity it was. We'll see the replay in a while. Then they received a penalty which Sheikh Alam scored, sending the keeper in the same direction but still kissing the back of the net. So plenty of chances. This hit the side netting. This was Ayush Kumar, wriggled for space, and then that ball in, which Ayush Kumar almost got the goal. This was Amay Bhatkal. We missed the sitter of an opportunity and then he was subbed off. This was a good chance off the crossbar from SK Farid, and this was that goal, the third and the final one from Afan Khan, which was pretty good. This, of course, went wide of the post. This was another opportunity from Mubarak Khan, just once again poked it wide off the far post. But nevertheless, it's been a good game of football which has been played at the Noihati Stadium. This again, Altami Sayed, one of the last few chances of this game. This is how things stand at the Noihati Stadium. Join us shortly for the second game of I League 3 as Lakecity FC win this one 3-1.